Long back in 1848, 1850, California, which was at that point of time not a very well-known place, one news that there is a huge amount of gold being found in California led to 3 lakh people from the rest of the USA and even abroad to shift to California. What happened? More and more people tried to do mining and find out gold. And of course, the gold was there and many people found gold, and people who shifted to California found their life becoming much better economically compared to what it was earlier. But what was very clearly understood was that more money was not made by the people who are mining for gold. Try to understand what I'm saying here. If you were there to mine the gold and take the gold out and sell it in the market and make money out of it, you were making less money than the people who were actually just supplying you pick and shovel so that you can mine. I hope the whole point you can ask after the event, after the webinar, we can discuss that in more detail if you don't understand it. But I suppose most of you would have understood that once the gold rush was there, more money was made by people who were selling the pick and shovel, and less compared to them, less money was made by people who were actually buying and selling gold, as in mining gold and selling them in the market. With this idea or this knowledge, there is an investment strategy which has developed over, which is not a new strategy. It has been developed and being made very popular by several foreign investors and even Indian investors. And it is called pick and shovel play. And if you remember in our title slide also, we talked about the pick and shovel play, which is a strategy where, as in we, in the title slide, we asked this question: should you go for the miners or the pick and shovel thing, right? What we did, we have studied the sugar industry dynamics, and sugar industry players or the sugar millers are the miners here. What is the gold over here? The ethanol is the gold. So they are the one who are mining the gold or producing the ethanol. But if you look at the pick and shovel play strategy or the process, more money will be made by people who are serving this sugar millers. So as an investor, our job is to look at these pick and shovel players. Because why these pick and shovel players will make more money? Because their fate is not dependent upon the cyclicality of the price movement of ethanol or sugar. They will get fixed contracts. They will get, or they will supply materials. They will either sell them boiler plants or set up any plant, set up the distillery, right? Or provide them the technology. But they will not be affected by the price in the price movement of sugar or ethanol. Second point is, one thing is for sure, we have come to the conclusion that ethanol is going to be there. So there might be a competition. One player or 2-3 players would be having more of a production capacity, and they might influence the market. Today, it is very difficult for us to judge or make a guess who those players would be. But one thing we can guess with a reasonable amount of certainty is that there would be some players in the space of material providing or setting up of the plant or providing them the technology they need, who will definitely benefit from the story of the ethanol, right? So I have not described the whole Investopedia definition of pick and shovel. I hope you would have read it by now and understood it. The idea is, if you are bullish on auto, go for auto components or auto suppliers or auto ancillaries or tire makers rather than pure play auto. If you are bullish on say real estate, maybe more than the real estate guys, the building material guys can be a better play for you, because they will again be somehow be protected from the cyclicality of the prices. Similarly, you can pick up any industry, and that is where thinking about investing from a pick and shovel strategy makes much more sense, because ultimately you have to make sure that you are certain. You may get wrong, that's a different thing, but you should be confident and certain that what you are doing or what you are following is a much safer and better strategy than just making a guess, looking at the demand, looking at the price movement of the company's share price. Those are not way of investing in a business, right? So with this pick and shovel play understood, now let's look at a company named Praj. At the left side, you can see, while so much talk of the town was regarding the sugar players, I have taken Sri Renuka Sugars, Balrampur Chini Mill, Dhampur, Dwarikesh. So all the top four, there are others as well, but just to make a case here and compare the share price movement of Praj in the same period. So Praj has clearly outperformed these companies. Why? Because simple. We have no idea where, while India goes high on biofuels, it is hard to envisage how the demand and supply will match each other in the next few years. There may be a high demand, lower supply, or maybe a lower supply, higher supply, lower demand. Even though demand is one way forward in the next 10 years, that doesn't mean that each year it will increase and the supply will always be ready for that. It can have some sort of in fact, it will have some sort of a misbalance. It may be up or down, we don't know, right? But a company like Praj, which is basically into bio-based technology and engineering, is going to benefit from this whole growth and unprecedented growth in the use of ethanol, right? So that is what makes Praj a classic case of pick and shovel play.